And
Hey guys, Min here. Welcome back to Your House Fitness. Today we're going to go over the kettlebell swing. We're going to break it down step by step, talk about why we do it, how we do it, the benefits, should you use it, should you not, and then we'll talk about variations afterwards. First and foremost, what is a kettlebell swing? It is categorized kind of as a power move, kind of within the hip hinge category. So if you never deadlifted before or practice your hinges, I do that first before you get onto the kettlebell swing, because you're gonna have to have a good hinge in order to do this. A lot of times when people do swings, they think it's a arm motion. Realistically, it's actually a hip drive. All right, so let's start with a very simple few reps, just gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna start with it between my legs. I'm gonna do a big hinge in my hips, and when I can't hinge no more, I'll bend my knees there. Very basic deadlift setup. I'm gonna stand up with it first, and I'm gonna take a very deep breath into my core, and I'm gonna brace hard. Hinge back and let the bell swing behind you, or we're gonna practice this a few times. Just get used to this. Hinging at the hips with the bell swinging, and when you add the hip hop, the bell will gradually rise. Very explosive movement, very dynamic as well. You may need to spend some time warming up and maybe stretching into it. So let's break it down a little bit more. How do we actually get into the thick of things? Usually with the kettlebell swing, it's best to do it on a kettlebell with a standardized height. There's sometimes smaller one, and you have to reach over. You may not have the flexibility, so pick something a little bit taller, a little bit higher up so you can get down there. Usually, I recommend about somewhere between hip width or wider. The wider you go, the more upright you'll be. You may not be able to swing as far back, or you'll find your groin will limit you. So find something where you can be balanced when you're doing it. Make sure you have equal balance, tripod position in your feet, and I want to make sure the bell is lined up with the middle of my foot. If I'm out here, I'm going to hurt my back. If I'm over here, I'm not going to have enough clearance. I'm going to be stuck doing it. Nice balanced stance. Now, how we get down is not by reaching. You'll actually start to fall forward and you'll lose your balance. We want a hip hinge, so if you guys don't know how to hip hinge, check some of our other videos. We got deadlift tutorials. Work on those first before you try this. So good hinge. I find my hip crease, and I'm going to bend here and push my butt back to the wall behind me. I like to open up my knees as well to get the glutes activated. And now we just reach down, and I grab it tight in my hands, but loose in my arms. If I grab it too tight, I'm not gonna be able to swing it. We want that relaxation, okay? So we get the stance here, hinge back, tight grip, loose shoulders, stand up, and then we just hinge our hips back and forth. Extend, hinge, extend, hinge, extend, hinge, extend, hinge. When you're ready, you set it back down, and I take a break. This is fantastic for building leg drive and developing power from your feet up into your upper body. It's kind of like feeling your momentum and developing that acceleration using your natural movement mechanics, okay? We're not trying to force things to happen. A few mistakes I see, other than just using a lot of arms and doing a front raise, people will hinge too soon. All right, we want to hinge when the bell is very close to our body, almost about to hit our hips. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, just like that. Follow those few steps and you'll get a very, very clean kettlebell swing. Take your time, it takes a lot of practice to get really, really good at it. You'll make some mistakes, that's okay. Just start light so you don't get hurt. Let me show it from this view now. Deep breath in, hinge back, quad, stand up, hinge, extend, hinge, extend, hinge, extend, hinge, extend. Right now. Very simple. Once you get the setup, the movement itself is very, very easy. It's a hinge into extension. Think of deadlift when you're doing this, not front raise. Thank you so much for checking out Kettlebell Tutorial. Please leave a like, comment down below what you guys want to see next. Share it with a friend as well. We sell bands, we sell lacrosse balls. Check us out. Thank you so much.